I've been doing intermittent fasting since, very vigilantly since the beginning of the year. Um, at the beginning, I only did it once a week, but lately I've been eating just once a day, alternate, or sometimes even alternate day fasting, and I noticed a big benefit. And to give you an idea of the benefits, about a month ago I went to a theme park. And theme parks are usually very tricky for me because of my dietary restrictions. There aren't too many foods I can eat there, and they really frown upon bringing outside food. I mean, I usually can talk my way into bringing something there, but it's always a big burden. Like, what am I going to say to them? Like, I have social anxiety as well. It's always a big burden to think about having to go up to the gate agent and trying to haggle about stuff like that. I mean, I always get to bring my food in there. It's really annoying. And to think about how long I can stay there without a problem with a food craving or needing to eat. And it reminded me of something else. I'm using, this is a Lenovo ThinkPad. What I really love is if I unplug the computer, let's see how long the battery claims it will last. We got 80% power here, and it's claiming that I have. It's going to take a few seconds. Okay. It's going to take a few seconds before it tells me. But it's enough that I could give a lecture. I'm an adjunct professor for a technical university. It's enough that I can literally take this somewhere comfortable to give a lecture without having to worry if I have electricity where I'm going. So I ended up going to Silverwood Theme Park, and then I took a trip into Missoula, Montana. And what was really nice is that the whole trip into Montana, I didn't have to worry if there was a restaurant that I could feel comfortable eating at, or if I could get something at the grocery store, and then find somewhere to plug in my crock pot, right, to cook something on the road. That's always very tricky, right? Sometimes you can find like an outdoor, like I know a couple of outdoor parks that have electricity, and then I'll put my crock pot there, and then people will give me dirty stares, and I'll have some fun conversations with people that I'm traveling. It's not going to go very well during this COVID-19 situation, right? Nobody wants to hang around somebody who's camping out, who's coming from probably the COVID-19 capital of the United States, right? Seattle, right? But I would take a crock pot just like that, plug it in, and then cook and continue on my trip. I didn't have to worry about any of that. See, it's almost when I started to do intermittent fasting and once a day or sometimes even alternate day fasting, it's almost like I upgraded my internal battery, right? And now instead of a 5 hour capacity battery, I've changed it for a 48-hour capacity battery, and I don't have to worry about the outlets, the crock pot, the traveling, the social events, the meetings with my bosses, the long work hours, or a lot of other stuff that could happen in your everyday life where you're away from your outlets, right? And I encourage you to think about upgrading your battery by looking into intermittent fasting. There's a lot of other benefits too, but for now, the big benefit seems to be the upgrade in my personal battery, right? Especially, it's really going to come in handy next time I need to travel to another country, right? Flying can always be very tricky, especially if you don't have the right juice to recharge your battery. I have dietary restrictions, or you get to the country and you can't understand the labels on the electricity, whether or not it's going to work for you, right? In a foreign country, right? Or you end up in some kind of sticky situation, right? Quarantines or who knows what, right? The longer you can make your internal battery capacity, the better, right? Thanks for watching.